Hi, Internet. Thanks, Ben. Well, I might not be your god, but you called me snazzy, so there we go. That's thanks. I always like having to interrupt someone awkwardly waffling, that whoever's doing it before me. It's just like, I don't know how to end this. Seriously, you guys haven't experienced how to awkwardly hold on to a conversation unless you've tried to end a YouNow chat yet. Seriously. It's like, so I'm gonna go and I didn't plan this. Bye. So, yep, shout out to all those people. You're late, said people. Your mum. Don't blame me, it's the website. I've been trying to connect for 5 minutes. Right, okay. What should I say to people? Come hang out with me. Sex, said Ali C in caps lock. Good start. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore you guys for like 2 minutes whilst I tweet this. So just enjoy staring at my big fuzzy hat that I'm wearing inside because the radiators don't work in my apartment apparently. There we go. How exciting. Come out with me. What are you doing? Awesome. There we go. I'm saying come hang out with me, and by hang out I mean stare at me awkwardly. Do you think that's an accurate description of what you guys are all doing right now? Yep. That's how much thought goes into one of my tweets. Any typos? Jesus Christ. Okay. No, I spelled me right, and the word and right, and the word I right. Okay, no typos so far. Yeah, awesome. Now what's the link to this? It's younow.com/DennisNotOnFire. I know what's happening after a year and a half of doing this. Yeah, cool. And then post it to Facebook, because everyone loves Facebook. Yeah. Woo! Okay, so proud of you. Yeah, I have to every single time I tweet now, I have to do that. Like literally like 20 seconds of going, did I spell my own name right? Okay. Yes, because usually I'll be on my phone and I'll just be like, tweet. You know, because I'm an impulse tweeter. I don't really think about the things that I tweet until it's too late. So I just go get out my phone, send, and then everyone's like, oh, Dan. Oh, Dan, what did you do? So, yeah, that's my life there. So, hi, you've got my attention now. How are you all? Are you good today? Tell me how you're feeling in one word. Shoot! Tell me how you're feeling. Clones. Okay, there we go. Let's see. I'll read, said Katie. Cool. Sing, said Claudia. No. Great, now you're here, said Lizzie. Yeah. Erotic, said Laura. Don't want to know. Sad, said Trisha. Oh dear, Trisha G. Don't be sad. I'm angry, but not with you, said Eloise D. Good. And Ida O had a test today, and Iris has 3 tests tomorrow. Is it test season? Oh dear. Is it test season? Is that a thing that's happening right now? Ba 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 da ba. Yes, said everybody. Oh well, fuck your lives. Oh god. Yeah, okay, well enjoy finals everybody and your mock exams if you're from England and your whatever you do if you're not from England or America, which as everybody knows the only 2 countries whose pop culture is worth knowing. That was a joke. Dan, why are you wearing a hat inside, you twat? Said Louise P. Thanks, Louise P. It's because it's cold inside my apartment, and I have a hat and it makes my head warm. It's incredibly fluffy, isn't it? I got it like 15,000 years ago. Don't do that. So, what's happened in your life today, Dan? I was listening to Justin Bieber. Yep. I went on his Vivo because he's got a new music video, and then I spent the day listening to all of his Music Monday songs. And Opinions don't do opinions. So yep, that's just what I was doing. Cool. Awesome. It's fun talking about stuff when you can't express opinions. So, last night, I uploaded a new video to Dan is Not on Fire. Oh my god, yeah, that's the exciting fact there. Have you guys seen it? It was yesterday at not even that late. Well, it could have been, considering how long it took. Yes. Did you see it? Yeah. It's called Psycho Thoughts, and which is an ironically tacky name. If you guys, because obviously there's a lot of new people that subscribe to me, I quite often, if I name my video something and it's in caps lock, I disgust myself. The word ironic makes me just want to throw up now, because it's like Maltesers. It's become so much of a thing that just thinking about the word irony just makes me want to pull out my eyes and then throw up on them. But you know, it's like when you see a video of mine with a caps lock title, then it's kind of like a reference to how other YouTubers, you know, or some people rather, give their videos really tacky titles. So I could have called it like, a thorough discussion on the psyche of such people, but no, go Psycho Thoughts in caps lock is much better. So that's yeah, that's a YouTube thing. What other unexplained things do I do? I guess a lot of yeah. I remember the other day I can't remember when it was. I got a comment from someone that was like, God, this guy, he thinks he's good at making videos. Because obviously you can tell that just from watching something. But all he uses are just songs from iMovie. And I was like, well, the reason I do that is deliberate, because they are the same songs that, especially in like 2008, literally every YouTuber in the entire world used those videos. So it didn't matter whether you were looking at Shane Dawson or Community Channel or anyone or Ryan Higa. Literally everybody would just use like the same 5 songs, and I loved those songs so much that I think in one of my first videos ever I described it as generic vlog music, and that's just a thing, you know what I mean, for me now. So even though it's definitely something that clearly someone has just spent 4 minutes finding by opening iMovie and looking at it, it's a real kind of like nostalgic, you know, reference to old school YouTube and how everyone uses the same songs. Because you'll have heard it. I can load it up now. Let's do a little journey. I'll open iMovie. Where have I got iMovie open? I'll do it here. So I open iMovie and I go to jingles, and I don't know how loud my speakers are, so I'll turn it down. That one. Which other ones are there? Of course, there's this. Oh no, I mean, oh Jesus, on a boat. Oh my God, that went horribly wrong. You may have heard this from a lot of Phil's videos. That's a good one. He also is a big fan of kind of ironically using crappy iMovie songs. I think Phil is best at using the really short ones incredibly randomly, like 2 seconds, and that's it. You'll remember this one, of course. Oh yeah, generic vlog music. Oh yeah, man. What a tune. There are some proper good songs on this. That's what you use if you're being gangster. Which other terrible ones are there? This one, of course. They're all so shit, but in the most amazing way possible. You'll remember this if you listen to our radio show. Literally, everything is just from iMovie, but that's why we love it so much. I think that so much part of my like sense of humor is kind of deliberately shit, in the sense that like a lot of YouTubers that do like sketchy things, you can see how their production quality has increased over time. You know what I mean? It's like if you watch something like a really early Smosh video, then it's like obviously they've just done it themselves with cameras in their bedrooms, but then these days now they've got like camera crews and they're outside and they've got actors and stuff like that. Whereas I was always very keen that no matter like how much I could improve. I always want my videos to look as shit as possible, which is why I just Google image search the word bear and then just drop a bear into the video. Because I think there's a real art to something looking intentionally shit, and that's a big part of what I do. Okay, so which other ones are there? This one, very sad. Yep. Oh dear. So sad. Oh man. I think I'm gonna cry. Yep, and then Shane Dawson intro, I think, maybe at one point. But yeah, fact. So what else has been happening in life recently? It's December, actual happened. So have you guys got Christmas trees up yet? Have you guys decorated? What about your rooms? Because this is what I'm asking you, because all the people that are below the age of 25 but above the age of 18 are probably too lazy to decorate wherever they're living, and everyone under the age of 18 probably just has their mum that decorates their room. So what about your rooms? What about your bedrooms? No matter who you are, have you gone to the effort to Christmasify your bedroom? Because I got a really for like £5 a tiny. It's like a tree made out of gold tinsel that's about this big, and that's it. There we go. Oh yeah, everyone's like, they're either saying yes in caps lock, looking very excited, or people that are just like, no. So there we go. I've got a shitty little tree, said Rachel. High five! Yeah! I got a snowman. What, inside? Rest in peace. I haven't been able to yet, cry face, said Hannah. Ah. Oh yeah. Does a bald tree count? Maybe. Yeah. I mean, I don't blame you if you got the tree but then couldn't bother to decorate it. I can relate to that, to be honest. I don't, me and Phil don't actually know anything about decorating, because we just don't. So we asked a female friend of ours to just get loads of Christmas decorations for our apartment, because, yeah, I mean, I can't do interior decorating. So I was just like, female, buy things for us. Yeah, there we go. I have a twig, said Laura. Festive enough. Okay, that's cool. December sucks, says Darla. Whoa, you don't like December? Who doesn't like December? Well, a lot of people do. Quickly, people in chat, opinions on December. If you're not in the chat, I do actually read it, so you're missing out if you like interaction. I'm supposed to say this, but I literally never do ever. If you're just lurking right now, if you log into Facebook in the top right hand corner, it's just like 5 seconds. You just log in and click skip, and then press the fan button, wherever that is, down there in the middle. Yeah, you just joined in. So press that fan button down there. Thoughts on December? December is amazing. Meh, said Beth. It's snowing in New Jersey, said Jennifer. Is it? Cool. It moves so fast. Can you actually read it? Yes, because it just lags at random moments. Do you like snow? I do like snow. December sucks with an X, said Lindsay. It's stressful, says Kirsty. It is a kind of stressful month, isn't it? It would be nice if it was a month where you didn't really have to do anything. Yeah, it's usually kind of like exams / a lot more work than usual / having to buy things for other people and everything's busy. It would be good if the place when Christmas happened was also a time of utter nothingness, like March or something. That is, I think, the worst month is definitely like March or April. Everyone's going to be like, my birthday's in April. But you know what I mean? It's like the void. That's a good thing if your birthday's in March or April, because it's kind of like you've gotten over the bland, like, January is just a mess. No one gets anything done in January. And then February is like, back to life. But then by March, you're just like, it's so long until the summer. Yet I've now gotten over how different my life was because of Christmas. Yeah, that's the limbo period of the year. That is. I'm Jesus because I was born on Christmas. Were you? Wow. Jesus is in the chat today. Shout out to Jesus. I really hate summer, said Serena. Why do you really hate summer? Because it's warm and sticky. My birthday. It's snowy in Canada, is it? Is it like minus 54? It's so cold. It's so cold in this apartment. Like, the radiators clearly don't work. The only way to warm it up is to turn on the fire in the lounge, and then that just drains all the oxygen out of the room. It's just it's kind of relaxing, like, mild Gravity spoilers, so close your ears for 5 seconds if you haven't seen Gravity. You know when Sandra Bullock is... I did warn you, okay, so close your ears. When she's, like, kind of drifting to sleep because she's losing air inside that, like, escape shuttle, that's totally what it's like. It's kind of like, oh, I could just slowly lose all of the oxygen and peacefully die by slipping into death via a peaceful sleep. That's spoilers over. Spoilers over. That's why I like having the fire on. Yeah, cool. It's exactly like that. It is exactly like that. It's true. I worry about you sometimes. Yes. I mean, if you didn't worry about me before, I guess after my last video, you probably worried about me quite a lot. But you guys know, like, I get a lot of comments from people that's like, I've never seen anybody talk about whatever I just made the video about ever before, yet you always seem to upload a video about it like the day after I've experienced it. Maybe we're all just psychically linked. I think that's the only logical explanation. Yeah. I mean, a part of me is thinking there's probably a fairly obvious reason why people don't talk about intrusive thoughts, because they make you sound a bit crazy. But I figured that I could, yeah. The random inspiration inside my mind. Let's all call the police because I'm clearly insane. Yeah. So, I'm sorry that I said on Sunday that I thought it would be up at 4 AM, because I really did. I thought I'd been editing it already for like 10 hours or something, and then it was like 5 AM on Sunday. Well, it was like Monday morning, and I was like, I am going to finish the video. And then I realized that I just spent an hour making this plane explode, and I was just like, what the hell am I doing with my life? And then I wasn't even, that wasn't even near finished. It's like the reason, when did I upload it? Yesterday. It was like 10 or something, wasn't it? It just, oh my god. But yeah, totally worth it. Totally worth it for the bear. Oh yeah. Who needs sleep? Or anything normal. So yeah, everyone I speak to keeps being like, oh, you know, like old people, when you see them, they're like, oh, how was life? You're keeping busy? It's like, as if anyone ever wants to be busy, you know, it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm really busy because being busy is fun. I'm like, no, I want to be less busy. I want to cry because I'm so busy. I just want to do nothing but stay inside. Did you like the butt gif? Thank you for reminding me of that. Yep. I'm really glad out of all the comments in the chat that I saw that one. Are you going to see The Desolation of Smaug? Yes. When's it out? Isn't it like very soon? I hope so. I'm very excited for it. I want to see it in... Was it filmed in IMAX? Does anybody know that? Do I need to go see it in an IMAX? I need to go see it in the high frame rate anyway, just because of the weirdness of it. Yes, on Friday, says everybody. Thank you, guys. See, that's the advantage of having lots of internet followers. If you feel like sometimes you're too lazy to Google something I do have the power to do is just go, tell me the answer, if I'm literally so lazy I can't be bothered to Google something. So, yep. That's a plus. Have you already read Hunger Games Part 3? I've read most of Mockingjay. I'm probably going to finish it in India when I go to India, if my visa gets applied for. Right, okay, so you guys might not know this, but when you go on holiday to another country, you need to, like, the government need to say yes, basically, unless you're in Europe going to another European thing. And applying for a US visa is pretty easy. You just have to go onto a website and be like, I'm not an African warlord or a Nazi. I am not currently wanted by international police. I made a video about it called The Airport Incident. But I figure if it's harder to get into a country than it is into America, something's probably gone horribly wrong. And to go to India, you have to post them your passport. Like, you can't do it on the internet. You have to actually, like, post them all of your things and then wait up to 2 weeks for them to get back. So, like, okay, like, seriously, India, I'm sure if India pulled everything they had together, they could make a website I'm sure they have it. It looks like Windows 95, their website. It's just, it's not a good experience. One of you, if any of you out there have designed your own theme on Tumblr, maybe you should send your CV over to the Indian government and say, hey, can I design your website for you so it doesn't look like it was made in Microsoft Word? Didn't you go to India 2 years ago? Yeah, I'm going back, and everyone will have tanned Dan back, not Mexican Dan back. As some of you, well, okay, it was a slight exaggeration, but I went to Sicily. I don't even remember when, like a year ago or whatever, and I fell asleep by a pool, and I went very brown. But I went like a Jersey Shore shade of brown, but I decided that I'd make a video showing how brown I was and then put a cloudy day filter over it, and it made me literally look black. So that was an excellent video. But yeah, I mean, generally, people from the last year might not know, but the reason that in like strange chibi versions of Dan I look like a slightly tanned person is that I am actually slightly like olively shaded. I mean, you literally won't be able to tell because that just looks like Voldemort, but I am slightly weirder looking than a normal British white guy, so I will come back my natural shade of gold that's not Jersey Shore level. I will make sure that I really do not look like I've had a spray tan. I'll just basically stay inside playing Pokemon and reading books for 2 weeks, but with Indian food, which sounds like a nice week, to be honest. Is the Christmas tree up in Trafalgar Square yet? I'm guessing so. The BBC have a good Christmas tree. It's large and corporate, like the BBC. But what's planned for 3 million subs? Nothing. I really hate, like, 1 million is a big milestone that I feel like anyone that prides creativity on YouTube should try to like do something. So there was a lot of stress. So I don't know why I'm coughing about like, oh god, what's everyone done? Like what are the things that people did when they got 1 million subscribers? Like Shane Dawson cried. That was an event, I guess. Charlie So Cool Like turned out it was a robot. Turned out that that Finn wasn't real, things like that. So I needed to do something cheesy, so I set myself on fire. But I feel like if you do that for everything, then it's... Imagine if PewDiePie celebrated every 1 million subscribers. He would just do nothing. Like, every upload would basically just be a 1 million subscribers celebration. What a hard life that would be. I can hear you answering my questions in my head, said Tara. Cool. Awesome. Hopefully I'm not telling you to do bad things. How great is Rebecca Black's new song Saturday? So I like Rebecca Black, you know, as a non-aggressive person who chooses to have an extremely unaggressive and positive outlook on the life. I didn't really hate Rebecca Black when I you know, I don't really feel hatred towards people like Rebecca Black or Justin Bieber or Miley Cyrus. But one thing I definitely did was ironically loved Friday because it was incredible. I mean, Friday was obviously literally one of the worst songs of all time, but it was also incredible because it was, I mean, it was quite catchy even though it was terrible, so I ironically loved Friday. But I have met Rebecca Black at Playlist Live and VidCon, and she's really nice. So generally, don't be mean to people. Even Miley Cyrus and Justin Bieber, they might be famous and have loads of money, but they are people, and they might be sad when they see people being mean about them on the internet, which a lot of them do actually. It seems like a lot of actual big movie stars like to complain about people being mean about them on the internet. But anyway, yeah. So Saturday, yeah, like it was good. I mean, it was a good song for Rebecca Black. I feel like if whoever produced it made the chorus a bit more of a generic, well, you know, like more of an actual kind of like banging chorus like a pop song should have in 2013, it could actually have like maybe charted from people either buying it ironically or seriously. So I mean, it could have been good. Yeah, cool. Stopping with opinions now. It's a dangerous line. It's a dangerous line. And by even telling people to not say mean things about Justin Bieber, that's too strong of an opinion. But Justin Bieber is a terrible person. Yeah, I mean, opinions. Spotify update, said Amy. Yes, that's a good change of subject. I'm joking. I'm joking. What have I been listening to? What even have I been listening to? Have I downloaded anything legally new recently? iDeck. Let's find out. Do 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 do. What should it be? Artists and albums, I guess. Maybe. Okay, right. Who is that? Oh, right. Okay, that doesn't count. Sorry, I'm trying to work out what. Okay. You're not going to even guess. Okay, so I'm not going to even let you guys guess on who I've been listening to. I've been listening to, according to Spotify, Migos. I think that's how you pronounce it. Who's a rapper that made that Versace song, because I think I listened to that song like twice in a week, so now obviously he's my most listened to artist, which is why Spotify's stupid. Henry Mancini, who made it's so stupid, who made a house song. Do any of you guys know what the genre of music known as house is? Do you know what house music is? It's a question for all you young'uns. Oh, cold. No, said the first person. Yes, do you now? Do you? It's kind of Deadmau5. Well, there's a lot of house-influenced music these days, but without trying to define it myself and sounding like an absolute twat to the two people in the chat that would know what a good definition of it is and then complain about it. It's a genre of electronic dance music that originated in Chicago, apparently. Blah, 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 blah. It's dance-based music, rhythms provided mainly by drum machines. It's more modern than disco, kind of electronic and minimalistic. It's repetitive and other things. Anyway, it's what my parents used to listen to, so I grew up listening to a lot of house music. And there was a song that I randomly remembered out of nowhere that I felt kind of nostalgic for, that I tried to look up, which I guess is why that's on here. Wait. Is this it? Oh yeah, man. Here we go. I think this is it. So to show you guys what I'm talking about, this is from a compilation album called World's Greatest 90s Groove. Yeah, man. House music. That's what all the people that are currently 45 used to listen to when they went to Ibiza when they're younger, and probably put on a CD when they want to think about their youth. Yeah, man. House music. Facts. Okay. So there we go. And who else? This is so stupid, according to Spotify, the live sessions. I've just been listening to the same albums I bought recently, basically. And apparently Mac Miller. No. Okay, whatever. Come to New Zealand, said Amy K. Okay, cool. Learning with Dan, the new series. Do you believe in Santa? No. Spoilers. Dan, I just solved all of the simultaneous equations that you featured in your video. If you actually did, then if you're currently doing those and you've got a final where simultaneous equations are going to be in them, then I'm glad that you are learning because of me. But if not, then that's, I mean, good for you doing maths recreationally. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Yeah, man. I have the same birthday as Tom Felton, said Natalie M. Really? Wow. India, do they have bathrooms? Guys, India isn't a mud hut. India is a very developed country, and where I'm going in India is quite touristy, and they have hotels and stuff. So yes, they do have internet in India. I will survive. There we go. I think that people in England don't appreciate how much they know about other cultures, because England is a really incredibly multicultural society. So I think that anyone who literally just like managed to survive up to the age of 18 in England will just know like most of the things about most of the countries, whereas a lot of people that live in other countries are kind of like, what? You're going to Europe? Do they all have mud huts? You know what I mean? So, yeah. But prank cool Phil, said Maddie. Yeah, that wouldn't work. No. Plus he'd probably hear me through the wall, whatever he's doing. Did you hear about One Direction on Glee? Yeah, I saw the uncredited section of text that Tyler Oakley tweeted. Are One Direction going to be in several episodes of Glee? I don't think so. I mean, I'd probably watch them if they were. If you don't know, I don't even know what this is. There was just this thing that was like, One Direction are going to be in 5 episodes of Glee, and Harry and Niall will be in the Glee Club, and the other members will be part of the football team. And it's probably not true. If it is, I'll probably watch them. But I don't think it will, because they're incredibly famous and busy. They're so busy, they're not going to be in 5 episodes. I mean, Adam Lambert, he's probably busy, but not that busy. One Direction, really busy. Know what I mean? No, they freaking suck. Ah, the Glee fans that are not One Direction fans. I see. Check out the Antwoord live, please. Or is it Vord? Yeah, I mean, I often watch the Antwoord videos on YouTube live, but, I mean, they just kind of look like they're wearing brightly coloured clothing and then singing their songs, which I guess is what people do live, but I'm guessing, I don't know. When I saw The Prodigy, it was kind of like a Rammstein concert. There was, like, explosions and crap. That's one thing I wish I could go to at one point in my life, a Rammstein concert. Except I have no friends that would ever go to Sonosphere or Download Festival, so that's probably not going to happen. Do you play any instruments? Said Sif. Who's ringing me? Hi Louise, I'm live on YouNow right now.
Oh, this is very awkward then.
Yeah, there's about 9,000 people listening. Do you,
hello.
do you want to ring back later?
Yes, the one time you actually pick up your phone, you're on YouNow. Brilliant. Okay, I'm just gonna go.
Okay.
You have a great life. I'll call you in like an hour.
Yeah, sounds good.
Great. Bye.
Bye. Well, that was deliciously awkward. There we go. I wonder what that was about. Okay. That was funny. More people should do that. No, they shouldn't. One thing I want to never know is who I know in actual life watches this. That would make me just want to hydro pump all over the screen. Nah, man. Dan, you look like a beluga whale. Thank you so much. Actually, did you know the most popular image of me morphed to look like a beluga whale on the internet is when I'm wearing this hat? So there we go. That's a nice fact for you all there. That's super cool. So what's happening in the world? Did you guys watch that YouTube Rewind thing that happened last year? If you remember it, it was like after... It was opinions, especially anti-Google opinion. They did Gangnam Style, but with like references of all the fun things that happened in the world of YouTube in a year. Well, they got slightly less racist and asked some British people to be in the one that they're making this year, which is fun, except that for all the people that live in LA, they got to do these absolutely crazy, amazing things for it. So YouTube have like made Tyler Oakley look like Lady Gaga for an applause spoof, for example. But then all the English people, they were just like, we'll send you like this plastic button and then just kind of like dance holding the button because we're not going to send anything cool to England. And we were like, okay, that's fine. So yeah, it's either the Fox or Harlem Shake apparently. Was the Harlem Shake in 2013? Really? Oh my god. Doesn't Harlem Shake feel like it was like 400 years ago? Oh my god. Was the Harlem Shake this year? Wow, life, what does that mean? Does that mean that life is going quickly or slowly? I guess if I think it was ages ago and it was actually this year, then it means it's going slowly, which is good. But then if we think about something that happened in 2012, then we'll probably start crying when we realise how soon our youth is slipping away and that we're all just going to be dusty corpses in the ground forever. Yeah, what are some things that happened in 2012? The Olympics. That seems kind of soon-ish. Why don't you like Panic at the Disco? Said Juliet. What? Who told you I don't like Panic at the Disco? That's okay. That's not true. I've been to see them live like 3 times. Coney happened. Coney, that feels like it was like 4,000 years ago. Coney 2012. Shout out to Coney. There we go. The astronaut guy. Yeah, that doesn't seem. That seems like really recent, actually. That one does. Coney was not 2013. No, Coney was 2012. Santa is Coney, said Rihanna. Wow, that's a conspiracy theory. OTP. Santoni. That was probably really offensive in like 5,000 ways. I'm sorry about that. I went to a concert on Friday and got a hug. From who? I hope it wasn't weird. Did anybody see the thing I blogged on Tumblr that was a girl that posted her mobile number on Niall's Instagram, and he supposed... Now my grandma's ringing me. Hello, Grandma.
Hello, dear. How are you?
I'm good. Now might not be a good time to call me, as I'm currently doing a live webcam show to about 9,000 people who can hear you right now.
Oh, dear.
Do you want to say hello to the people on the internet?
Hello, everybody on the internet.
Do you
Wish you all a Merry Christmas.
There we go. Okay, I'll ring you back later.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye. Bye.
Amazing. I wonder who else will call me in this next hour. Oh my god, that was so funny. Why is everybody so awkward? I don't know. It's you guys. Look what you're doing to people. You're making them so awkward. Speaking of awkward, I know a lot of people out there that are unnecessarily cynical like to think that sometimes I tweet things that I'm just trying to say to be relatable when actually they're things that have happened in my life. I had another incredibly awkward moment the other day. It wasn't that, it kind of was. Okay, so me and Phil did something with Conor Maynard for our radio show that's happening when it's Phil by himself. And I mean, he's really, really awkward. I'm awkward. I mean, but it's in different ways. I mean, I'm not going to say bad things about Conor Maynard because he's really, really nice and cool. But, like, I had to leave the room for a bit and I left and I was like, I'm just going to browse on the internet for a bit. So he was in the studio with Phil, and because I think they were doing something for Phil's secret music video challenge, and he was with his entourage of record label people and cool people, and I had to just fill time for like 2 minutes. So I noticed that there was this squishy cube that was not meant to be sat on. So I just kind of dragged this squishy cube across the room and then sat on it next to the door. And I was in like the browsing position on my laptop, just on Tumblr. And then no one told me that they were about to leave. So then the guy just opens the door, and then Conor Maynard's like, okay, bye, Dan. And I'm just like sat on this little cube, like on Tumblr, like that. And I'm like, yeah, let me, and then I try to get off this cube. I like fall off the cube because there's this squishy thing that's not meant to be sat on. And then he's like, so bye. And I'm like holding my laptop, and I'm like, okay, bye. And then he goes to shake my hand, and I'm like, okay. And it's like, see you next time. Yeah, that's, I hate my life. And literally like 10 hours later, I was just like, I hate my life. So yeah, I'll probably have traumatic flashbacks about that for a while. Cringe attack, there we go. I'll be having cringe attacks about that moment for a very long time. I told you guys about The Wanted, didn't I? That time me and Phil ran past The Wanted because we thought they wouldn't recognise us, so we didn't want to introduce ourselves to them, but then they tried to start a conversation with us as we were walking away from them, and it was really awkward. Yep, awkward. There we go. I shouldn't be allowed to. I mean, I don't understand. People on the internet are like, oh, but Dan, you have a radio show. I mean, I know you say you're awkward, but you can't be that awkward. I am. I'm really, every conversation I ever have with someone is excruciating. And I realise what it is. It's like, when I'm in the middle of a conversation, I can act quite like I know what's happening, but I just can't end conversations. It's like handshakes as well. It freaks me out. I don't know how everyone knows this, but I mean, I've made videos about all of these things about about these airport incidents and cringe attacks. I made a video. There was a really excellent idea for a video called what was it called? Stupid handshakes. Was that what it was called? Just about how I can't do handshakes. I don't like, you know, when people are like grasping each other and blah blah blah. I mean, I don't know. How do you know what people are going to do? How do you know what to do? I don't get it. And it's like, it's so cringe because, you know, you meet some people. It's like if you meet someone for the first time, like when I met Ariana Grande, I was like, what is she going to do? Is she going to be like a polite handshake, or is she going to be like a gangster handshake, or is she going to be a hug, or is she going to be one of those people that kisses everybody on two cheeks when they meet them? You know what I mean? It's like, I wish I didn't have to do it. So I usually, whenever I meet someone, I try to look really busy, so in a way that I'm clearly not being rude. So if I'm meeting someone for the first time and they're like, hi, I'll be like, I'm doing something really important over here. Hi, yeah, I'm Dan. And I try to just be like, yes, hello. I'm saying hello to you politely, but I'll come over to you in a minute. And then hopefully, if a certain amount of time has passed between those 2 points, I won't have to shake the hands or do anything like that. I mean, like, if I could just skip to the point where someone either hugs you goodbye or you just don't do anything, that's how I'd possibly prefer to live. Because Conor Maynard, for example, definitely goes for the hey, but then is it always just like if it's not a handshake and it's a hey, do you just like clap and then let go, or do you like shake, or do you like slip? Because I swear to God, like once I think like I tried, like someone did that, and then they tried to do the kind of like boom boom push 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 thing, and I was just like, no, not going to happen with me. And then they looked at me like that didn't work, and I was just like, your fault. Why would you think that was ever going to be something that could happen? I mean, clearly I'm obviously giving people the wrong impression. I mean, I don't know, do they think I have cool hair or something, so they must be a cool guy? I mean, how do I make myself look clearly as socially incapable as possible, so then they don't get their mind ready for it? Okay. Yeah, life is extremely hard. Take the hat off. No, I'm literally freezing to death right now. There is no fire in this room. I mean, maybe I should just open loads of programs on the computer and then just let it radiate at me. So there we go. Did I not finish talking about Niall's Instagram? Yeah, apparently Niall texted a girl that left a comment on his Instagram giving her mobile number like, hey, I'm just telling you that you shouldn't do that because there's scary pedos on the internet. And then she was like, oh my god, this is the best day of my life. And I think she propositioned, and then Niall, she was like, prove it. And then if it was real, Niall took a selfie with Liam in the car. I mean, I want it to be real. Probably wasn't. Probably almost definitely didn't actually happen, but I want to believe. Megan, okay, Megan L just said into the chat, do you have a YouTube channel? Okay, yes. I don't know how you found me or why you're watching this if you don't know, but I do make YouTube videos, so if you want to watch them, which probably won't help if this is currently the period of time where everybody's doing mock exams and rehearsing for their finals, you can, I think if you, bloody magic trackpad, we'll talk about that again in a minute, if you hover, I'm going to like close the window of the chat, over my hand here right now, there'll be a button that says My YouTube. If you click on that, then it'll take you to my videos, and if you like them, then you should subscribe, and if you don't, then that's okay, because you're allowed to have tastes and things. So yeah, Magic Trackpad, it's just, it's so awful. I mean, it's probably good. I think it's meant for graphic designers that want it for like specific purposes, but it's just like, it's basically a thing, you know, like a trackpad inside your MacBook, but for a computer, and it looks cool, and you can do all the kind of like multiple face rubbing shortcuts that you can do on a Mac, but it makes everything so slow. So that was a fun purchase. Oh yeah, why did you get it? I got it just because I was like bored now, because me and Phil got a new computer for editing. So then I thought I'd get this with it, and it's just made it really slow. So that's fun and exciting. Yeah, awesome. Dan, how many videos do you think you've uploaded to the internet? I didn't see the rest of that. I think it looked as, like I said, in the last month. From John. Shout out to John. I don't know, like 5, because I made the photo booth one and the one I made last night, and Phil's Not on Fire, which I obviously spent the whole time on with Phil. And then what else did I do? Oh, leg waxing. How could I ever forget the leg waxing and the jelly bean thing? Yeah, so I guess I have been quite active on the internet, just not on Dan Is Not on Fire, which is where my videos should be going. Let me see how smooth my legs. They're still pretty smooth. I mean, I can't show you. I mean, that looks like nothing. That just looks like one yellow pixel. But yeah, it works. So if you want to look nice for a while, then yeah, just wax your legs up, because they'll be smooth for a while. In India, I will definitely look weird, like someone's attacked a carpet with a gun. There we go. Did you wax both legs? No, my friend just waxed like half of one of my legs for the pain, but it was quite fun. It was funny. A lot of people in the comments were like, "Why is this on your side channel?" Which is a valid question. I'll tell you why. It was because it just wasn't very Dan Is Not on Fire. I mean, firstly, only you guys even know why the hell I was doing that. So if I put it on my main channel, about 2.995 million people would be like, why the hell is this happening? Firstly. But then secondly, you know, I like to think stupidly. This is not, if you're an aspiring YouTuber, this is not advice that you should listen to. That there's a certain quality threshold, and Dan Is Not on Fire, which is the biggest load of shit ever. I mean, like, if PewDiePie has taught anyone anything, it's that you should upload everything to one channel. If you're like iJustine, and you have like 6 YouTube channels, and you upload gaming videos to one, and certain ones to others, and vlogs to other ones, and little vlogs to other ones. I mean, Shane Dawson, for example, has like his Shane Dawson video for his super content, and then like Shane for his more vloggy stuff. That's good, because, you know, Shane is someone that has, like, his content and then his vloggy stuff. And I maybe think that it's like that with Dan Is Not on Fire. But a lot of people seemed to think that the reason it was on my side channel was because, like, I didn't think that Louise was worthy of going on my main channel. I loved that some people thought, like, okay, why isn't Louise good enough to go on your main channel? It's like, no, guys, it wasn't a personal attack. She's a perfectly great human. Some people wax their vaginas. How do you feel for them? I feel that it must be quite smooth for a long time. Although, I mean, if you do that, then I respect you, because you obviously, I mean, I could have not pulled a face when I was getting my legs waxed, but then that would have been extremely boring. So I imagine when girls go to a place and then get waxed, they don't scream awkwardly, otherwise that would be weird. But either way, yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever. Give me your Zelda 3DS. Yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, I think it's quite funny. I always bash Zelda for being overrated. I mean, I love... well, that was an opinion that's going to be taken out of context. Zelda, one of the greatest video game series of all time. Ocarina of Time, definitely one of my favourite video games of all time. But I'm a very anti-circle jerk kind of guy. And yet I bought the Zelda 3DS. There we go. Aren't we all hypocritical? Do you know Zoella? Yes. I'm not peeing till you say I can. Haha! I have power over you. Yeah, man. Twerk, please, said Kyla W. No. Dan, there's going to be a new Spider-Man. There was. Yes, there is going to be. Saw the trailer for it. Excitement. Do you have friends? I have like 5, but I haven't seen them other than that one time the girl came to my house, which was to film a video, which probably doesn't count. No life. Come to Penzance. I went to Penzance once on holiday. Good beaches in Penzance and youth hostels. Yep, exciting. So, what's happening on Sunday, Dan? And why are there no sirens? Everyone just asked, why are there no sirens? That's a good point. Why are there no sirens? What's happening? Wait a minute. No, I thought one was coming, which would have been good. But no, guess there's just no crime happening right now, which is exciting, I guess. What's happening on Sunday? Sunday is basically the year finale of mine and Phil's radio show, because I like any excuse to make something more dramatic. So to celebrate the first year of our radio show, as it's the last one where we're both together, world peace, said somebody. It's happened, guys. World peace has happened. No sirens. It's going to be the finale of Fan Wars, which is exciting, and the Dan versus Phil finale, which is going to be our music video challenge, which is going to be cool, and other stuff. So watch that, I guess. Dan, when are you making a new video? I started filming a new video today about something relevant that if you've been paying attention into the chat, you can probably guess what it is. Spoilers. But anyway, yeah, because sometimes I just feel compelled to do it, and I had a day off, so get me. But that doesn't imply that it's going to be uploaded tonight or tomorrow, because I'm busy. Have you ever made chapstick? Have I ever made chapstick? You can make chapstick? If I tried to make chapstick, I'd probably make acid. Opinions on feminism, said Izzy. What? It's a strange question. It's like opinions on racism, or like the murder of innocent babies. I think that feminism is a good thing that the world needs, much like several other aspects of society that aren't entirely fair. Opinions on metal, said Rebel C. Opinions on metal. Big metal fan. Yep, when I was 12, I was all into the new metal, golden age of music with Linkin Park and Slipknot and Korn and all that goodness. And then, yeah, metal's good. But are there even, is metal dead as a genre? Like, seriously, what's happening? I mean, I feel like the only alive genres of music right now are like pop and rap and Swedish electro. Was Linkin Park considered metal? Yeah, it was new metal. Nothing, said somebody. No, metal is not dead, said Feth. I love the metal. Cool. Avenged Sevenfold. Yeah, kind of. They're more like mid-2000s band that are still going. But why don't you upload that much anymore? Anyone who's been subscribed to me for any longer than 3 weeks will know that 1 week I can upload twice in a week and then just not for like 3 weeks. The reason it did definitely take too long. I mean, as I said, I did make 5 videos in the last month. They just all didn't go on Dan Is Not on Fire. And the answer as to why I didn't have more time to make Dan Is Not on Fire videos is because I was too busy doing stuff that I had to do that I would rather have been spending time making YouTube videos about. And in 2014, I want to be a lot less busy and spend a lot more time inside making YouTube videos, because it's shit. So yeah, I want to be so much less busy and just spend time inside making stupid YouTube videos, because that's what I like doing. How do you pronounce genre? Said Mary. Genre. Genre. There we go. It's a good Louise. Yes, I can read and talk at the same time. It's a good video, isn't it? But opinion on Keanu Reeves. He's a cool dude. Yeah, man. Opinions on Rebecca Black. Oh, you missed out. I went there earlier. Oh, man. Uh-oh. What's happening with your shop thing? Said Laura T. Yeah, Phil decided, good guy Phil should be a meme, that because at the moment all of mine and Phil's merchandise is through district lines in America, which is very convenient for Americans and Canadians, but it means that anyone that's in England or Europe has to wait 57 million months for things to get posted to them. So Phil decided that for at least this Christmas, perhaps, we should have some UK-based things so people can buy them for mums that don't trust American websites. So if you haven't heard of this before, it's cool. We have got the Dan and Phil T-shirts that are really cool. They're cool. But a new poster, which will be coming out in America at some point, I guess. But yeah, it's a really cool poster, and me and Phil signed all of them. So if you, neither of those are convenient for New Zealanders. Yes, I will agree. Living in Australia or New Zealand is extremely inconvenient. So don't worry, Americans, because they will be coming out soon. But yeah, if you open a tab by pressing Apple T or Control T, because who can afford a Mac when they're a teenager? Seriously, I know that pain. Open a tab. I'm sure. As if I need to tell you guys how to open a tab. What the hell? danandphilshop.com. I think, is it? I should probably know this. danandphilshop.com. Yeah, danandphilshop.com. That's it. Because it was for Christmas, we signed every single one of the posters. So there aren't that many. So if you want one, then you should probably get one kind of soon, I guess. We made a video on my laptop, which was actually like, we videoed us signing every single poster. And we were going to put it on the website and speed it up and be like, hey, look, here's a little like speeded up video of us signing all the posters for 4 minutes, which would have looked really cool. But then Phil, basically, like, the camera was under his chin, so Phil just looked like this for the entire video. So I was like, oh, I'm sure people will understand, Phil. And Phil was like, no, I'm not putting that on the internet. So, yeah, it's quite... because of where the camera was, it was a really unattractive camera angle. Phil was just like, nope. But, yeah, so that's cool. So if you're from the UK or EU and you want a Christmas present, then yeah, I mean, thanks if you buy those. It's that kind of thing that supports your favorite content creators, that means they won't have a mental breakdown about how secure their career is and then quit to go become a office person. Yeah. So thanks if you do that, and I hope that you like them. Yay, cool things. Sherlock season 3. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen the trailer yet. Have not seen the trailer for Sherlock season 3 yet. I've got it ready on my laptop downstairs. I'm like going to go watch it soon. Excitement! Doesn't it feel like 15 years since the last season of Sherlock? Oh my god. Everyone, those two actors need to stop being busy. They need to quit their successful movie careers to just do more Sherlock. That's what we all want. Although we all do love hobbits and Julian Assange's or not. John Locke in caps lock, said Michelle. Yep, cool. Okay. You live in a flat, but you have 2 floors? Yeah, it's a weird apartment. Oh! Before I go, because I should go soon, because I don't want to keep you here forever, because a lot of you are probably like, I need to pee. Fellas Not on Fire 5 bloopers. I had a look, and based on what I saw, there might be enough footage left over for Fellas Not on Fire 5 bloopers to go on down as not interesting. So it'll probably, maybe, I don't know, be after my next Dan Is Not on Fire video. So don't get too excited for it yet. But definitely, probably before I go to India, I'll try to, yeah, even if it's only like a minute long, just whack some Fellas Not on Fire 5 bloopers on my side channel. So yeah, I mean, look forward to the next Dan Is Not on Fire video, which will not be 3.5 weeks later, because I freaking, like, the last 4 weeks has just been absolutely miserable and life-hating. So look forward to my new Dan Is Not on Fire video, which will be quite soon. And yeah, then I'll upload those Fellas Not on Fire 5 bloopers at some point, maybe when I'm home for Christmas and I'm bored and got nothing to do. Because what is there to do when you're around your family other than be antisocial on the internet? So, yep, I'll go do those. And when am I going to India? I think like a few days before Christmas. I don't remember. So yeah, that's cool. I'm going to go now because I haven't eaten and it's 10. So I'm literally digesting myself from the inside. This has been fun. So thank you guys for watching this and stuff. That's cool. What am I remembering to say? Yeah. Look forward to that sort of video. If you would like the a signed poster or a t-shirt, then it's danandphilshop.com. Thank you and much appreciations to anybody who buy those things. Thanks. And I hope you all have a good week, and bye. Yep. Closing messages. Convert to Buddhism and meditate peacefully on a mountain in Nepal every day until you achieve enlightenment. There we go. That's my little thing for the day. Bye, guys. Bye.